It's too grimy to see anything through, but there's daylight and the streets don't look too busy. These are both good things. It's too grimy to see anything through, but there's daylight and the streets... There's dust everywhere. The inn must have closed down a while ago. I wonder what happened to the proprietor, Ben Rime. She helped me out first time I came here. There's dust everywhere. The inn must have closed down a while ago. I wonder what happened to the proprietor, Ben Rime. She helped me out first time I came here. There's dust everywhere. The inn must have closed down a while ago. I wonder what happened to the proprietor, Ben Rime. She helped me out first time I came here. Crow?
Ah!
Ah!
What's the matter?
You scared me!
You scared me.
What are you doing here? How did you find me?
I didn't. I mean, okay, I did. You're standing right there, so technically, yes, I found you. But I wasn't looking. This is my nest. Don't judge. It's a roof over my head. Well, a semi-roof. A roof that once was...
Where are we?
The Journeyman Inn. I mean, it was once. Now it's a dump.
The Journeyman... Oh, of course. What about the innkeeper? Ben Rime? She was nice to me.
Dead and gone like everyone else, I suppose. I have to admit, I thought you were dead too. Last time I saw you, poof, vanished.
I'm still a bit vague on the details. I don't remember much from last year.
Me neither. After your disappearing act, next thing I remember, I was in Sadir. I just got back to Marcuria, which is why, you know, this place.
Sadir?
Home to the Azadi? Those armored folks with exciting facial hair and a terrible allergy to magic?
I remember the Azadi.
Being a talking bird in a place where they hunt magicals for sport? Boy, let me tell you, I'm...
Maybe later. I need to find a way out of here. Hey, do you remember meeting me in a dream?
I remember dreaming about you last night. Wait. How do you know about my dream?
It was my dream, too.
You're invading my dreams now? Oh, God of ravens, I hope you didn't see the one with the chickens and,
Did Abnaxis say anything more after I left?
The lumpy fella who looks like he's been repeatedly beaten with an enormous ugly stick? Yes, he did. To be honest, I can't follow what he says half the time, but it was something to the effect of, "Bring her here. You will have brought her here. You will bring her here. You had have will be," etc., etc., etc. I believe the basic theme was, you know, something about bringing someone somewhere. But don't hold me to that.
That place in the dream, where is it?
You're asking me? I have no idea. I had a dream, that's all. It was a big, white space. That could be literally anywhere. I'm guessing the North Pole?
I don't think that's it.
The South Pole?
Abnaxis said something about the children of the Purple Mountains. The Ula.
Ooh, no. You never heard of them. But the Purple Mountains, those should be easy to find.
Oh, you know where it is?
No, but come on, Purple Mountains. Most mountains are gray or white, not a whole lot of purple ones around. I'm sure they'll be easy to spot.
Yeah, no, it sounds like we'll need some help with that.
We? Look, I don't know where this we thing came from. I am doing just fine on my own. Also, I definitely don't need another adventure. I'm done with adventures. From now on, I'm an unadventurous bird. No, you go off and find help for yourself. It's nice seeing you.
Abnaxis told you to bring me there.
In a dream. A dream. If I was going to start taking advice from my dreams, I'd be in a whole heap of troubles.
It wasn't just a dream. It was a vision.
Dreams, visions, nightmares, hallucinations, they all belong under the same general heading of really bad ideas.
Well, I don't have anything else to go on, so I guess that's where I'm heading. The Purple Mountains. Crow must be here for a reason, or I'm where Crow is for a reason. It can't just be chance. I mean, he popped up in my dream vision thing. This means something. I guess I need Crow's help to do whatever it is I have to do. He's my officially assigned sidekick. From what I know of legends and fairy tales, every adventurer must have one. Talking bird, wisecracking companion of adventuring women, occasional chauvinist, but maybe the Avian Society is less progressive, so I forgive him. Wait, how do I get out of here?
Do you have wings?
Seriously?
Then I don't know.
Right. The only way out of here, unless I somehow gained the power of flight on my trip across. I did not. No handle. I can't open it. It's too grimy to see anything through, but there's daylight and the streets don't look too busy. These are both good things. It doesn't look like anyone's taking care of this place anymore. I mean, that's an actual hole in the roof. At least it's not raining. It doesn't look like anyone's taking care of this. Crow must be here for a reason, or I'm where Crow is for a reason. It can't just be chance. I mean, he popped up in my dream vision thing. This means something. Why are you living here, Crow?
Where else would I go? I'm a bird between nests. I haven't quite figured out my future yet. Basically, I'm homeless. Don't look at me. Don't judge.
I'm not judging. I'm homeless too. That's why I have to do this. I need to fix things.
Fix what?
Reality, dreams, the world, my life. Something, anything, everything, I don't know, whatever I'm supposed to be doing to just get back to being me.
I can totally relate to all of that.
Hey, Crow, can you check out that metal thingy up there?
What? The door handle I removed in order to get some privacy and... Oh.
Seriously?
One door handle coming right up. I mean, down.
It must have fallen off, and Crow picked it up because... shiny? I don't know, he's a bird, they're inscrutable. This handle goes in the door. Door opens, Zoe gets out of here. Everyone wins. It must have fallen off, and Crow picked it up because... shiny? I don't know, he's a bird, they're inscrutable.
Have you found a way out of here yet?
thought you were staying put.
In this godforsaken pigeon's nest? I'm done living like a gnatcatcher and not having any adventures. It was fun for a while, but I'm ready to live again. So what exactly is this thing we're doing?
Finding someone who can help me get to the Purple Mountains and the first dreamer.
And what kind of adventure are we talking about here? A light stroll along safe, well-lit streets, camping out in the woods under mostly clear skies? Facing potentially life-threatening dangers on perilous mountain paths?
I'd say that last one is a distinct possibility.
Oh, great. That's great. Already regretting this.
I feel better having Crow around, even though I'm not sure what he can do. Still, a useless sidekick is better than no sidekick. I'm not saying he's useless. I wish I had wings. I could just fly to the Purple Mountains, after I get some proper directions. I feel better having Crow around, even though I'm not sure what he can do. Still, a useless sidekick is better than no sidekick.
Is there a plan, or
I'm
are
not
we
saying
just
he's useless.
winging it? Boom-ching.
Depends. Are the rebels still around?
I've heard mentions of rebels, yes, mostly preceded by cursing and followed by loud calls for slit throats and severed heads.
That's our plan then. Find the rebels. Any idea where we can find the rebels?
I've only been back a couple of months and I've mostly been nesting, so no idea.
Great. Wait, nesting? Isn't that something only—
Stop! Let me stop you right there. And let's never speak of this again.
What's this? The Journeyman is closed, but all patrons and well-wishers are welcome at the Rooster and Kitten on Iread Avenue near Southgate. And here's a drawing of a rooster and a kitten, just to avoid any confusion, I guess.
That's right. A pussy riding a kitten. On a cock. A rooster. Is it just me, or is that,
Not just you.
Good.
Well, this is as good a clue as any. To the cock and the rooster and kitten we go. This is crazy. I'm really here. And I remember it all. Well, I remember some of it. Things do look a little different. But, wow. I'm back. And it wasn't a crazy coma dream after all. The Journeyman is closed, but patrons and well-wishers are welcome at the Rooster and Kitten on Iread Avenue near Southgate. So I guess the Rooster's our next stop. The Journeyman is closed. I guess the Rooster's our next stop. Also, Ulvik the Ever-Thirsty. Does every name come with an adjective in this place? Right. To the Rooster and Kitten. I guess the Rooster's our... Right. Also, Ulvik the Ever-Thirsty. Does every name come with an adjective in this place? Zoe the Perennially Lost. These pipes are everywhere. I'm sure they weren't here the last time around. These pipes are everywhere. I'm sure they weren't here the last time around. They look shady. What did they do? Steal a magic hammer or something? They look shady. What did they do? Steal a magic hammer or something?
I have to say I'll be relieved when they're finally done with all this construction work. They've been building those tubes for years now, it feels like.
It's been about a year now, I think. Well, that's progress for you. Progress is never silent.
Really? Is that like an aphorism?
Must be. Sounds like it.
Well, I hope it's worth it, whatever those pipes are for. Am I the only one who thinks they're a real eyesore?
Progress is never pretty.
That is not an aphorism. No one ever says that.
They might. It could be.
It's connected to the pipes. Looks steampunky, very retro future. I can't even begin to guess what they're for. Shiny Asadi machinery. I remember seeing these the last time I was here, but there seem to be a lot more now. It's connected to the pipes. Looks steampunky, very retro future. I can't even begin to guess what they're for.
A shame the Magicals torched Old Town. But what did you expect? Those leeches wouldn't be happy unless they ran the city. And now they've been run out of the city instead. Good riddance. Remember to vote, young lady. The National Front needs your support to get Mr. Hilaris into City Watch. Well, without him, there's no telling where we'll end up. He's the only man for the job. Look, National Front's having an assembly on Reap Moon's Eve. You're welcome to stop by. There'll be a proper banquet with good cheeses and meats, followed by a rousing speech by Mr. Hilaris himself. Pretty thing like you. I can tell you're on the side of faith, family, and humanity. If you haven't yet pledged your support to Mr. Hilaris and the National Front, we'd love to have you on board. A shame the Magicals torched Old Town, but what did you expect? Those leeches wouldn't be happy unless they ran the city. And now they've been run out of the city instead. Good riddance.
Fear them, the enemy. For they are close. They are everywhere.
Shiny Asadi machinery. I remember seeing these the last time I was here, but there seem to be a lot more now. The Asadi remind me of the Eye. Fascist soldiers are the same everywhere, even across parallel dimensions. This is the enemy. Well, not that guy in particular. I'm sure he's just doing his job. The Asadi remind me of the Eye. Fascist soldiers are the same everywhere, even across parallel dimensions.
I spoke recently with our benefactors. I spoke to them about that immigrant, the magical. Yes, yes, yes. I spoke to them. I said, listen to these humble, brave folk, your cousins. Humans brought to their knees.
I fit right in with the locals.
Magical. Driven
I
to
like their style.
bankruptcy, to moral
Maybe I can introduce a line of Arcadia-influenced
Simple,
fashion when I get back.
uncomplicated men and
People look
women
friendly enough,
led
but I only see
astray by the
humans, no
devilish,
magicals.
demonic,
What happened to them?
magical.
I fit right in with the locals.
Necromancer.
What are those called again?
I said to
Old
them, I
Wayne,
said, we
Al
need
Wang,
to make a
something
stand.
like that.
Now,
They're docile,
Now.
like giant
we
hippos.
need to rally.
Wait, are hippos
behind our
docile or are
benefactors,
they
behind
deadly?
our own?
I think deadly.
And I said to them, I
Great.
said,
Dorothy,
You
you're not
need-
in Kansas anymore.
they need.
Maybe they do have
we
creatures like this in
need
Kansas. I wouldn't know.
someone to
Kansas is a
stand
weird
up
place.
And speak
What are
the
those called
human
again?
cause.
Old Wayne,
The
Al
true
Wang,
Mercurian.
something like that. I like their style.
Someone not afraid.
Maybe I can introduce a line of Arcadia-influenced fashion when I get back.
Yes.
People look friendly
Yes.
enough, but I only see
You know me.
humans, no magicals.
You know me. You know
What happened to
I
them?
seek no fame or fortune. I seek only truth. I seek the light. I seek justice.
The National Front. I'm all for it. It's about bloody time we started taking control of the city back from the Azadi.
I agree. I mean, it's a shame about the Magicals. The city feels emptier without them, but they're better off in the south with their own.
Marcuria belongs to humans. The Northlands is no place for magicals. I have nothing against them, but I'd rather not have to be around them, right?
Completely. Out of sight, out of mind.
I fit right in with the locals. A map of the city. This could be useful. It's written in an alien language. It's written in an alien language. It's connected to the pipes. Looks steampunky, very retro future. I can't even begin to guess what they're for.
Are you saying the Magicals didn't destroy the ghetto?
Why would they do that? They were safe in there. Their homes, their businesses. Why would they burn that down?
Well, they're magical. Sorcery is...
This is the enemy. Well, not that guy in particular. I'm sure he's just doing his job.
The city feels all wrong without magicals around. I barely see any Dolmari or Zid in the streets these days, and you can forget about the more exotic ones. They're long gone.
It's strange. I mean, I grew up here. To me, Mercuria was always a city of both humans and magicals. A city with a sorcerous soul.
Well said. That's exactly right. A sorcerer's soul. That's lost now.
But it didn't happen overnight. The Azardi have been here for 10 years. They've always condemned magic. It's been on the cards, isn't it? If we wanted to do something about it...
True. Well, I mean, there is the magical resistance.
Let's not talk about that in public. You never know who's listening. And I don't want anyone to get the wrong idea. It's not like we condone terrorism.
Certainly not. So, what are you folks doing for the feast this year?
2 words. Decorative yams.
Classic.
I keep overhearing people talking about the reaping. This must all be part of the harvest celebrations. If I have time after saving the world, I'll come back for some bread with jam and dancing around bonfires. I keep overhearing people talking about the reaping. This must all be part of the harvest celebrations. They're preparing for a shindig of some kind. Any celebration that involves burning large sacks of hay is guaranteed success in my book. They're preparing for a shindig of some kind. Any celebration that involves burning large sacks of hay is guaranteed success in my book.
I must admit that I'm getting rather excited about seeing their newfangled tube network in action.
So when is this ceremony taking place?
Next week, isn't it? They're timing it to coincide with the Feast of Reaping. That makes sense. If they want us to celebrate the whole, switching the tubes thing.
What does that even mean? Does anyone know what they're for?
Well, they're supposed to make everything more efficient, right? Just more efficient in general.
Make what more efficient, and how?
Well, efficient, like. I don't know. Why are you asking me? I'm not a bloody engineer. I'm just excited about the ceremony. I must admit that I'm getting rather excited about seeing their newfangled tube network. Well, efficient, like. I don't know. Why are you asking me? I'm not a bloody...
I have to admit, I'm quite relieved there's less sorcery about these days. Makes life a bit more predictable.
You don't know what you're saying.
I'm sorry?
That's like saying you're happy there's no more wind to make you freeze, or no more water to drown in.
How's magic comparable with wind and water?
Because magic is wind and water, earth and grass, stars and sound and light and life. Magic binds everything together. Without magic, there's nothingness.
Well, I'll be happier when there's no sorcery around to muck things up, is all I'm saying.
Were you even listening? Never mind. I give up.
I like their style. Maybe I can introduce a line of Arcadia-influenced fashion when I get back. I wish I had wings. I could just fly to the Purple Mountains, after I get some proper directions.
So what's your take on this Hillarys fellow? I keep seeing his face.
The National Front guy? On my honor. Anyone who wants to leave the city...
So what have you been up to since I last saw you, Crow?
Like I said, after we parted ways, I woke up in Sadir. I have no memory of how I got there. I spent some time living wing to beak on the streets, disguised as a common cockatoo. That didn't go so well. I truly hate other birds, foul-brained tits. Eventually, I got help and found a ride back to Marcuria. Then I moved into the Journeyman, then I met you, then we went off on adventures together. But enough about me. What about you? What have you been up to?
Coma, mostly.
That sounds nice. Was it nice?
Wouldn't recommend it, no.
I must admit that I'm getting rather excited about seeing their newfangled tube network in action. They're timing it to coincide with the Feast of Reaping.
So,
that makes sense.
how's business?
If they want us to celebrate, pretty good. I mean, Reaping's a great time for me. Plenty of customers. Even if those farmers are tight-fisted, they bring their own food. Well, they're supposed to make everything
They ought
more
to do something about
efficient. How? I mean, farmers bring food into the city. That's what they do. That's, you know, their whole thing.
Yeah, but still.
Well, efficient. No, that makes no sense at all. I mean, that's what the bloody reaping is all about. Farmers harvest their crops, bring the produce into the city, sell it, and come Reap Moon Eve, we all enjoy the Feast of Reaping.
I know, but is that what we really want from those peasants?
Well, yes. Yes, it is.
People look friendly enough, but I only see humans, no magicals. What happened to them? I fit right in with the locals. I like their style. Maybe I can introduce a line of Arcadia-influenced fashion when I get back. What can you tell me about Mercuria? What's changed?
Not much. They burned down Old Town. The Azadi have laid metal tubes everywhere. There are thousands of rats.
I noticed that. What are they for?
Tiny pets, I'd imagine.
Not the rats, the tubes.
Gymnastics?
People look friendly enough, but I only see humans, no magicals. What happened to them? I feel better having Crow around, even though I'm not sure. I'm going inside. Wait for me?
What else can a free bird do? I need the open sky over my head, or at least a proper hole in the roof. I'll be right here, or over there, where there's cheese and... Ooh, is that a bread crust? Don't look at me.
I'm not. I'm going in. The Rooster and Kitten. This is it, my first stop. Hopefully someone here will know something about the Resistance. The Rooster and Kitten. This is it, my first stop. People drinking in pubs looks the same everywhere. Aside from clothes, and the drinks, and the whole ambience. People drinking in pubs looks the same everywhere. Aside from clothes, and the drinks, and the whole ambience. That must be Ulvik the ever-thirsty. He does look like he could drink a lot. That must be Ulvik the ever-thirsty. He does look like he could drink a lot.
Welcome to the Rooster and Kitten.
Hey, greetings. Well, met?
What?
What? I don't know. I'm foreign.
You don't say. From where exactly? I'm a traveller myself, but I can't quite place the accent.
I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm just going to wing it. Say something, say anything. I wish I'd taken those improv classes now. I'm just going to... south. Southwards, like all the woods, way south, as far as south goes. Nowhere near this place at all.
Nowhere south is near here. South goes all the way to the other side of the world. Whereabouts in the south would this be then? The islands? The Southlands? Further still?
Further. Much further. It's very hot down there. You've probably never been.
Oh, I enjoy the heat. Even Mercuria in summer isn't hot enough for me. I've travelled the Southlands quite extensively, so maybe I've...
Then you've probably been, yes, but I don't like talking about it. Family. Blood. Bad blood. I'm happy to have left all of the bad blood behind me.
I see. Well, I wouldn't want to rip open old wounds, eh? So what'll it be today?
I'm sorry, what?
You know, you're not the first person confused by that question, even though, by all appearances, this is a drinking establishment. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Is it my demeanour? Do I not appear appropriately barkeepish?
No, you're absolutely barkeepish. You exude publicanism. Drinks. There appear to be festivities going on in the city. When in Rome? These clothes are warm and itchy, and I'm in dire need of refreshments. Beer. What do you order in an old-timey tavern? There appear to be festivities going on in the city. When in Rome? What do you... Mead.
Mead?
No. Ale. Warm, dark, bitter ale, thick as porridge. In a metal chalice of some sort, suitable for drunken tossing.
You're sure about this?
Yes. I have been to an establishment such as this before. I know my ropes.
Clearly. Are you certain you're in the right place?
Not at all.
Honesty. Ha! I like it. It's all too rare these days. From your attire and well, all of you, I'd say you're probably looking for a place up High Hall, not down here, dockside. This is a rough neighborhood and, well, you do stand out in my usual crowd of ne'er-do-wells. And standing out isn't always a good thing these days.
I'm certain this place has some connection with the Resistance. I should keep him talking. I'm certain this place has some Maybe he's right, or maybe he's just trying to get rid of me. I can always explore for a bit and come back later. No, this is my kind of place. I'm into dives. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that.
Oh, that's the nicest thing anyone said about my pub in a long time.
Really? Maybe it's a language thing.
So what else can I help you with, young lady?
I saw some soldiers on my way here. I wonder if the Azadi still have a big presence in Marcuria. I saw the city has changed quite a bit since my last visit. Fewer non-humans and more pipework. There's some sort of festival going on. The Reaping? I could use a primer. I wonder why they're flying those kites above the city. He mentioned something about a ceremony at the tower. I've only seen humans so far. There used to be blue people, furry people, non-human people. Where are they? This pub was not called the Rooster and Kitten the last time I was here. Didn't this used to be the...
Oh, the cock and puss. Someone's bright idea of a joke. Oh, we all get it. The cocky cockerel with a permanent frown on his face. Clever wordplay. Look at us, aren't we punny?
Yeah, wait. What?
I didn't approve. Too clever for its own good. But the painting of a tiny pussycat with a big smile riding on top of a proud capon. That idea I could get behind. It's sweet. It's sincere. It's family friendly. It's how I like my clientele to see me.
I saw some soldiers on my way here. I wonder if the Azadi still have... There's some sort of I keep hearing about the Reaping. Reap Moon. Feast of Reaping.
I thought this was why you came to Marcuria.
Yes, I did. This is the reason for the coming to Marcuria, but I didn't read the literature before booking everything and, well...
The Reaping is the harvest festival. It's when the farmers bring their produce to the city markets. We celebrate this occasion with an entire month of reveling, culminating in the Feast of Reaping on Reap Moon's Eve. It's a giving of thanks to the earth and sky, the balance, the gods and goddesses, for providing food for the dark months ahead. And it's a fantastic excuse for eating and drinking as much as you can stomach.
The city has changed quite a bit since my last visit. I wonder why he mentioned something about a ceremony at the tower. What's the grand ceremony about?
It's the official unveiling of the Tube Network. I reckon it's where they'll tell us all about how things will be efficient in the future. The ceremony's taking place next week, on the day of the Feast of Reaping. The emissary probably thought it'd contribute to the celebrations. Won't make much of a difference to us Marcurians, to be honest. We'll still eat too much, drink too much, and pass out in the gutters when the sun rises. I mean, it's tradition, and tradition must be honoured.
The city has changed quite a bit since my last... It's been a while since I was here last. What's new?
Given your age, pardon me, I didn't mean to presume. Perhaps your last visit wasn't so long ago.
Oh, a year and a half, at least.
At least? Well, there's no old town anymore. They burned the ghetto to the ground and shipped non-humans off to the islands. Also, the Azadi have built a network of metal tubes. It's everywhere. No one knows what it's for, but there it is. It's supposed to make things efficient. And they finished their tower. It's cordoned off until next week's grand ceremony, but it's an impressive structure. Tallest in all the Northlands, they say.
I've only seen humans. Where are all the magical races?
Oh, you don't know? Well, you are foreign. They've been, what's the word, repatriated to their original homelands. Well, it's for their own good. Mercuria is a human city now. There's really no need for sorcery anymore. Well, the magicals are better off in the south, I'm sure.
You don't sound convinced.
I am, sure.
I saw some soldiers on my way here. I wonder why. Are the red kites significant in some way?
Kites? You mean the dragons? They're traditional, but it's frowned upon. See, these days they're more of a symbol. They represent magic. The balance, the Drag kin. And they represent resistance to the Azadi, to the new laws, to the exile of magicals. If you're caught with a dragon, or even if you stand too close to someone flying a dragon, the guards will arrest you. You will be punished. Best to ignore them and avoid trouble, because that's what those dragons are. Trouble.
I saw some soldiers on my way here. I wonder if the Azadi... The Azadi are still running the city?
Oh, they're not. The council runs the city. The emissary is... she's an advisor. Her advice is invaluable. Of great value to all of us.
Sounds like a good arrangement. And the soldiers everywhere?
For our protection and benefaction. They keep us safe from enemies outside and inside. From rebel terrorists and the like.
If this place has a connection to the Resistance, this man would know. Hopefully he won't kick me out if I ask. What do you know about the Resistance? You know, rebels. Rebel movement. The magical insurgency? No?
We don't discuss terrorists here, madam.
Oh. Right, I'm sorry, I didn't mean... I was just curious.
Tell you what. There's someone you might want to talk to over in the smithy in City Green. It's on the far side, close to the gate into the bones. Go knock on the door. Tell them you're there to inquire about the library. But now I'm afraid I have some work to do. I've been neglecting my other customers for too long.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thanks for all your help. Ulvik seems like such a lovely man. He reminds me of Sully. I miss Sully. Ulvik seems like such a lovely man. He reminds me of Sully. I miss Sully.
Everyone should vote for Honor Illyris.
He seems like a slimy little toad to me.
He says a lot of smart things. The road forward is self-ruled in cooperation with the Azadi. No point trying to work against them.
He wants to get rid of all magicals.
So, most of them have left already. It's not like we can do anything to change that. It's a new age. The age of humans.
I don't trust the man. Honour and humanity. He's a pile of Elgwyn dung, if you ask me.
Have you paid your dues to Yaga yet?
The Wicker Witch of the North? I don't care much for childish superstition.
I wouldn't call her that if I were you.
You think she's listening? Here, in Mercuria? Ha! Don't make me laugh.
Her tendrils are everywhere in the spirit world. Her magic is old, older than the balance, older than the twin worlds. You speak ill of Yaga, and someday she might speak ill of you. And when she does, you should just pay your dues on Reap Moon's Eve with the rest of the city, and pray that your name never passes her lips.
Everyone should vote for Honor Illyris.
He seems like a slimy little toad to me.
The road forward is self off-road in cooperation with the Azadi. No point trying to work